Oh, come on, don't be like that. It will be fun. Everyone else is already playing. When you join, we could play matches with a full squad. Just click the button. Every year, more and more fall victim to their friends convincing them to install League of Legends. It's a rising problem that so many neglect. Symptoms may include skin irritation when being exposed to sunlight, experiencing a burning sensation when touching grass, increased nervousness and anger issues, as well as a symptom that experts call virgin syndrome, which manifests itself by causing the affected person to forget about the existence of women. I myself once suffered from this disorder, so I want to share my story to spread awareness on how damaging this game can be. Without further ado, let me tell you the story of the day I installed League of Legends. Chapter 1. The beginnings. Before League of Legends, I was a normal gamer enjoying Rainbow Six Siege at its peak in 2020. Miss you, buddy. Until one of our friends started convincing others to try League. He was like a devil, picking everyone one by one. Suddenly everyone was playing it except for me, and they all said that it's really fun to play together. So I gave in and decided to try it. It was really hard at first, so there's like more than 100 champions with different abilities, so I didn't like it much. I genuinely think that this is the very last moment before setting your soul to this game, because when you get hooked, there is no coming back. Sadly for me, when I tried it, the quarantine started. So I was 24/7 in my room on online classes with my gaming computer. The game was always just 2 clicks away, which was the worst thing that could ever happen. Also, I just could never resist the urge to play when one of my friends texted me, hop on. Before you know it, I started playing during boring classes, which, let's be honest, it was most of them. The urge to play never stopped, as there was always a different build to try. At the time, I thought there was nothing wrong with it. I stayed home, as I should during quarantine, played games with my friends and enjoyed life. But now that I look back, there were so many different things that I could have done instead. There is actually a website called Wasted on Law, which tells you how many books you could have read or films you could have watched. It gets especially sad when you search your nickname and it turns out how much time you have actually wasted. Chapter 2. The Endless Cycle. After some time, I started being pretty good at the game. So naturally, I wanted to test myself on ranked. Suddenly, everything became an endless cycle of getting more LP. When you win, you want more. But when you lose, you want to make up for the lost points by playing again. We can't end on a loss, right guys? I was a fool. It literally works like a drag. With every game, it just fries your dopamine receptors more and more. Then the new patch comes, meta changes, so you wanna try new builds with your favorite characters. I'm not proud of that. Chapter 3. Toxicity. I'm guessing you already know how toxic League can be, with players trying to insult you in very creative ways to avoid getting banned. Like, go on one in real life, Talon E from balcony, gangplank Q yourself, or if you really piss them off, they will not hold back. Well, can't show that on YouTube though. Anyway, I like to think that in League you have 2 games, mental and the real thing. So we always got to have at least one person on trash talk duty. Yeah, that was our team. When it comes to me, yes, I would shout things like, why are you so fucking stupid? But no one would ever know that. Well, unless you were playing with me on Discord. The only way I loved to annoy my enemies was to send a single question mark. So little, but holds so much power. Would recommend it. 10 out of 10. If you are constantly in such a toxic environment, it will start to affect you without you even noticing. You get mad more easily, you start to be more mean to other people, and overall, you become this. We don't want that, right? Chapter 4. How the game affected my daily life. With time, I played so much, I would load League automatically after turning my computer on. When I didn't even want to play, I just stared at the launcher because I didn't know what else I could be doing in that time instead. There were definitely some changes in my behavior since I started playing League. For example, when I tried to read a book or just do any other activity, it was just too boring to do it, even for 5 minutes. But why is it happening? There is this thing called dopamine, and in short, it's responsible for motivation. You know that great feeling when you win a game in League? Yeah, it's your dopamine levels going up. And why do you always play again after a lost game? Because you get a dopamine pit. Your brain was expecting lots of dopamine and got nothing. So it tells you, give me more, or it's gonna get painful. Chapter 5. The Recovery. Hi, I'm Kuba. I haven't played the game completely for 5 months. When I stopped playing, I got my dream girlfriend, started spending more time on my passions, reading and studying became more fun, and overall my life is now much better. But don't get me wrong, I think League can be fun if you play it right. Actually, it's not just League, but all competitive games, especially Minecraft. You've seen some of these people in Bed Wars? I think they don't even know what grass is. Okay, people care too much about winning instead of having fun, which completely misses the point of video games. That's why I have decided to switch to single player games. You play them to enjoy them and immerse yourself in the world and its story. It's a peaceful life, you could say. So if done correctly, League can be fun. Also, remember that League is not just a game, as we have seen with Arcane, which is a phenomenal series, and it's only a little chunk of what the game's lore can offer. So in conclusion, don't hate the game, hate the player. See ya.